Jeez, Podbean is trash.
I know. It should just let you just write in.
It's just and on my phone I got the notification, but
No, like you should. You go back to the email
I didn't get
and
no
click.
email.
You didn't get the email. It's GDog
1301.
1301 at Yahoo, right?
Yeah. Live shows.
I sent you another email.
You gotta work today?
Of course, I work every day.
That's your ass. That's your ass. I do gotta work, but not really.
Wow, that's the story of your life right now.
I'll work in the morning actually. Dog, you ain't send me shit.
I did, man. Podbean's fucking up, man. I would try to do that Discord thing again, but the bot kept dropping out. Should we try to do the Discord thing and say
How
forget?
do you find like live shows?
No, I mean you should. You should just be able to just hop right in. Matt was having the same issue.
One podcast found, one. It's like I'm at the homepage, but yeah, there's no like place to join.
Yeah,
You didn't email me shit either,
I
though.
did. I emailed you 3 times. What up to
Man,
the people
what?
that hopped in? What up? What up with the viewers?
Yo, what's happening? Having some technical difficulties here, dog. Aaron don't know what he's doing.
I do. You don't know how to read an email, dog.
Oh, it goes to my fucking spam folder.
Really?
Yeah, join the show. It says join. Oh, we believe. Man, give me the images, dog. Don't mark the shit as spam. I'm angry. Yo, what's happening, y'all? There we go. Now I got 15 fucking tabs open because stupid ass Podbean.
Matter
All
figure out
right.
new.
NFL
Oh,
Week 2 waiver wire.
did you get the
That's
invite
not
as
what
speaker?
I'm on it, but like
I just invited you with the speaker. You didn't get the invite.
speaker. I don't want to download the motherfucking app, dog.
It should just let you just hop right in, dog.
Yeah, I see it live now. I see a speaker, the Gridiron Guide. Here, let me check. See, I remember before it used to be like a studio.
Right.
Yeah, it says download the Podbean app to join the fucking show.
Trash.
Do I do it from my phone?
No, because it's gonna mess everything up, man.
Yeah.
Dang, Courtney roasting you.
Oh, what the hell is she saying? Dog. It ain't me, it's this fucking Podbean.
Yeah, might have to go to a different podcasting app. I have to switch. I might switch it
Download it.
over.
I mean, can I get on Google Play even though it's Windows? Like
No, because maybe I don't know.
Podbean app
Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. Thanks for coming in with us
Windows.
live on this early Tuesday morning.
Giggity.
Who we got in the chat?
Boy, oh boy, do we got a show for y'all.
Am I frozen? Oh, okay, no, I'm not. I'm good.
I'm trying to download it now.
It's making you download it.
Oh man, come on though, don't lock me out. Man, what the fuck? Yes, that's me, though. right. Dude, I don't want to fucking reset my password.
Well, we don't know your password. To what account?
It usually just fucking goes. Oh my god, there it is. Yeah, it ain't doing it.
All right.
Heartburn.
Let's just try to do this. Let's try to record on the. You still have Discord downloaded?
Yeah. Is that the only way to get at the Podbean? What happened to like that dashboard?
I don't know why. I don't know why you can't see the dashboard on your end.
Like I can go live on my own.
Yeah, but that's just your thing. That's not like.
I know.
All right. Well, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just end the Podbeam, and then just go to Discord.
What a joke Podbean is.
I know I'm about to get a
Live
new
show
one.
finished. Oh really? Fuck you.
All right. Let me pull up Discord, and we'll do an audio call in Discord,
10-4.
and then yeah, I just want to be able to download it. I just want to download it quick because Twitch don't let me download it quick to edit it. It don't let me download the audio quick.
Bet.
So I want to get it up as soon as possible. Not Discord. There we go. Discord. Oh, come on, Discord. All right. So Fantasy G. Let's add.
Oh my god, what Discord is updating already?
Didn't we have we had a Gridiron Guy server, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And Craig's there.
Nice, fine.
Voice go to voice channel.
The Gridiron Guide?
Yeah.
Voice. There it is. Click it. Yellow.
All right. Whoa. You don't have your headphones in?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, it's echoing. You too?
Yeah, it's your echo.
Oh yeah, is it my echo, Aaron? You're echoing too, though.
All right, man. Scratch it. I'm just hope let it download later.
Let what download who?
Twitch.
Oh,
And
get on Podbean late.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it.
Can't you get it off YouTube?
Yeah, I'll be able to get it off YouTube or
Wait,
Twitch.
are you still talking? Do you hear me? Oh, did I
No,
lose
I
the
turned
chat?
I turned it off. It was
Oh, I was
echoing,
about to
bro.
say. Voice
We'll definitely
connected. Hey, it ain't echoing no more, though.
because I'm not in it.
All right, let's just go on Twitch.
Yep.
Oh, I can't see shit though.
Podbean did us dirty again for the last time. Don't mention them.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on with your picture? All of our
Mine?
pictures.
Are we frozen?
I think. Oh nope, we're back.
All right, let's.
All right.
Go ahead and do it.
Whew. So we'll try to keep a nice short show. Touch up on the waivers quickly. We ain't got to say too much, right?
No.
So what we're doing? Don't panic, then the waivers, and then just peace out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can mention like don't panic / trade for these guys if people will put them on the block or some shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I gotta pull up my. All right, I'm ready. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Welcome to the Gridiron Guide. It's your boy, the Fantasy G.
What up, though? It's A2.
What's good, A2?
Early morning show, man. We getting it in.
Yep. We got to get it in, you know what I'm saying? Tuesday morning show. We're bringing you guys our waiver wire ads for week 2 in the fantasy football world. Thank you for all of our live support right now, up early and on Twitter and YouTube. Had some technical difficulties on Podbean, so we'll be dropping that show later, but that's the way she goes. So, you know what I'm saying? The world goes on. So, before we get started, check us out. Follow us Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. I think those are the main 4.
Yep. Those are the
main
main 4.
4. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're dropping live news all day, all night. We will post some of our waiver wire ads on Instagram later today. Not all of them, though. That's why you guys are listening and supporting us live here. So, again, thank you. Be sure to follow us on all those platforms. Be sure to interact with us, message us, let us know if we're missing any waivers. We'd love to hear what you guys got to say. So, and we'll let you know. We can go back and forth. We can argue. You guys can tell us we're dumb. We'll tell you you're dumb if you want. So let's go. Let's get it. Before we get started with our waiver wire ads, let's just do a quick recap on Sunday night and Monday Night Football. Thoughts on that thrashing by the Rams? I think it was pretty expected. 34-14 over the Bears Sunday night.
You expect the Bears defense to be a little bit better than what they showed. They didn't have any tackles for loss. I think the only 2 teams in the NFL to not have a tackle for loss week 1 were the Packers and the Bears.
No, Packers had one.
Not the stat I pulled.
Damn. Wishful thinking. We put week 1 behind us. That's why I'm repping the Packers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But
and then
expect that defense. Yeah, like you said, no passing touchdowns for the Bears either.
Yeah.
Your boy Fields got one on the ground as well as Montgomery.
Yep. Montgomery looked good, man. I think he did most of his work in the first half, but he was running hard against that Rams front, which was pretty good defense. So he ran pretty hard. I think he was the only Bears offensive player to really have a good fantasy day.
Yep. Fields, like we said, we got a touchdown. If the Bears struggle, next week, do we see Fields get more playing time, or do you think it'll be a little bit more time until Fields gets some action?
I said week 3 or week 4. That's the aiming spot for Justin Fields. So try to hold on to him because I think they're trying to ease him in a little bit by giving him a little design run plays, and then I think he also threw the ball too. But
2 for 2, 10 yards. You see, the Niners kind of doing something similar with Trey Lance. Something to look out for. Keep your eye on that.
Oh, yeah.
How about Matt Stafford? What a debut. 20 for 26, 321 yards, 3 TDs, near perfect passer rating.
Yeah.
You saw him connect on some deep balls to Kupp, Van Jefferson. Wow. That's all I can say. Great game by the Rams and everybody pretty much on that team, but Stafford especially.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, yep, you'll see, you saw McVay and Stafford getting excited on the sideline. You'll see that a lot. And you'll kind of always picture Goff, with his head down on the lines as they go 0-17 or whatever they do this year. So
I think the Lions will win one game. Or I talked about on the betting show. I think it was week 5 or week 6 they played the Bengals. That'd be the week that you kind of might see them get their first win. So
yeah. So, but again, what we expected out of the Rams. Not, maybe we expected a little more from the Bears, but great game nonetheless. So Rams take it easily. Let's go to the Monday night game last night. What a game!
Yeah, back and forth. Kind of thought that I was going versus Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews in a couple different leagues, and to see Lamar just not have his best passing game, missing wide open receivers, not making the right reads, throwing the ball on the ground. Had a chance to win it there in overtime. Fumble, 2 fumbles. Yeah, 2 fumbles that set up
late in the game. Both of them.
I think both of them set up touchdown drives. Carr looked pretty good, especially when he had time to throw. He threw a couple moon balls. And then, we kind of saw Bryan Edwards kind of come along in the second half and show that he's a really good receiver. Ruggs still has a lot to work on as far as catching the football. But I'd like to see him come back to him. And then, of course, Waller just a mismatch nightmare.
19 targets.
Yeah. he's targeting him a lot, and he missed him on a couple open like he
Yeah,
just did make the right read. One thing interesting thing to note is I will always watch Monday Night Football with Eli Manning and Peyton Manning. I'm not watching the regular ESPN broadcast. Like those two guys, they like break down replays and reads that quarterbacks missed. They had Russell Wilson on. They had Travis Kelce on. It was a great show all around. So I very very entertained by that show.
I was gaming and watching at the same time. Didn't listen that much, but definitely saw some reviews and things on Instagram. They were entertaining. So
Yeah, but Lamar Jackson, hopefully he can bounce back week 2 because week 1 did not look good for him. Kind of he helped me win some of my leagues this week, but lost me some daily fantasy as well. So
and this is what I told you. You said he'd progress as a passer. And,
you would
he's
think
been in the league what 4 years
it's
now.
his fourth
So
year. You would think by now he's making some bad reads. So oh
yeah,
well.
he made a great play on that touchdown pass to Marquise Brown.
hmm
But again, you get the two fumbles late. They ran. He had 12 carries. Is that too many for him? Do they want to bring that number down?
No,
You
that's his
know?
game. I think I have to, he ran pretty safe though. He wasn't reckless when he was running, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, but you'd hate to see the two fumbles. That's two hits there he's taking. Got to protect the ball. Got to do better,
Yeah, slide.
especially versus the Raiders. Nobody expected the Raiders to win that game.
The
I had
Raiders
a
defense
sneaky,
they had a pretty good push defensive line
yeah,
push.
I had a sneaky feeling about it. But Josh Jacobs, you see him. He didn't do too much besides his two touchdowns. Waller again, 10 for 100 and a touchdown. Sammy Watkins had a surprisingly good game, 4 for 96. Tyson Williams, Latavius Murray, they both get a rushing touchdown on the ground. Latavius kind of took over in the second half of that backfield. Tyson did most of his work in the first half, but he did real good. Averaged 7 yards a carry, 65 rushing yards. So
Yeah,
definitely liked what I saw at Tyson. We'll see what they do moving forward, but I do think it's going to be kind of Tyson Latavius, with no true fantasy star emerging.
yeah.
All right. So after that short recap, that'll take us right into our don't panic section.
hmm
So it's only week 1, y'all. Do not panic. Do not change your team. Do not drop players that sucked. Don't add these scrubs that had a good game. So don't panic. Specifically on these players, these are kind of don't panic if you own them. If the people that own them are panicking and want to trade them, trade for them.
Yep.
We'll start with Aaron Rodgers and that whole Green Bay offense. You didn't see anybody do good on that. Actually, let's go bring in Atlanta as well, like Calvin Ridley mainly, Kyle Pitts. Don't panic yet on those guys. Shitty game, shitty week 1. It's in the books. Let's
Yeah.
move on to week 2.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it, Allen Robinson.
hmm
Let's hear what you got to say about him.
No, I mean it's don't panic. He was going up against Jalen Ramsey, so you kind of hope that he would do good. He had a decent game, but I know a lot of people drafted him as their wide receiver 1. He obviously didn't put a wide receiver 1 value in that game, but against the Rams defense, Ezekiel Elliott is another person. I think he played in about. I think he was on the field for about 44 passing downs.
Yeah,
44 of the whatever how many times. I think Dak threw the ball 57
down.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
think
he was
he
on the
like
field. He was on the field a lot. So obviously, game plan against Tampa Bay. You're not going to see a lot of running backs run that well against that front. So don't panic on Ezekiel Elliott. That's what I would say.
Yep, a couple other running backs that we'll just kind of end it with. Javonte Williams, my dog, my guy. I told you guys draft him pretty early. You saw Melvin Gordon get that long 70-yard touchdown. They
hmm
had a 50-50 workload, but I do think Javonte will surpass Melvin. Again, outside of that 70-yard touchdown for Melvin, he was not that productive, nor was Javonte Williams versus that pretty solid Giants defense. And
Yeah.
speaking of the Giants, Saquon Barkley. Week 1, first game back from an ACL.
Yep. I was going to say that too. Saquon Barkley, week 1 back from ACL. Wouldn't panic on him just yet.
No.
Slowly integrate him in, and then Denver's defense is pretty good too. Uh,
Yeah.
so you can't sleep on that. And obviously, this week he gets another pretty good defense in the Washington football team. So maybe try them out one more time if you can afford to. If not,
And worst case, if you can't, no big deal. If you got like
yeah,
Jamal Williams sitting on your bench or
right,
somebody like that who's getting volume, maybe bench Saquon this week 1 because it is a tough matchup. 2, I think he only had maybe 11 touches.
yeah,
So I think he played about half the snaps. So I want to see that number get up a little bit more. And then especially, he's pretty touchdown dependent right now. So if
Yep.
you have the affordability, that's why I've been telling you all preseason, RB heavy, RB heavy, RB heavy. If you have the availability to bench Saquon week 2, do it. The main thing we want to see is we don't want to see him on the injury report. We want to see him bounce back and just look good out there Thursday night.
Yep. For sure.
All right. Again, message us, tweet us, let us know before you make any moves because we will help you. Do not panic. Those players will all come back. I panicked last year, Justin Jefferson, after week 2. It bit me in the ass.
Oh
All
man.
right. Waiver wire ads. So I got them all on my cell phone here. So you're going to see me looking down, up a lot. Um, I got, of course, a lot of people, about 15 players on my waiver wire ad. I'll kind of touch base most of them, some of them speed rounds. But Aaron, I'll let you go first. Who's your top waiver wire ad this week?
So right now, my top waiver wire ad would have to be Elijah Wilson. Is it Elijah Wilson? Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Sorry, not
Yep.
Wilson. Wilson's the other guy on the team. I was just looking up all the running backs. Um, so obviously, he's going to be a pretty big ad this week, especially if you need running backs. I wouldn't go full on your FAAB budget, just because of the backfield and the history of the 49ers. Um, kind of rotating backs in and out. But you kind of see that, he did have the bulk of the carries in that game, but Trey Sermon wasn't active for whatever reason. Um, and don't they still
Coach
have
didn't
Jeff
like him. He
Wilson?
got outplayed. He's on the pup list.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So it's funny. So he- all the early reports didn't show he was getting outplayed, but apparently
No
somewhere
reports at all.
somewhere the other fantasy people are like, yeah, we told you he was getting outplayed. No, you didn't. No one said it, because if they did, Mitchell would have been drafted. He's only rostered 9% of the leagues across the board. Um, he's still good. It's good to have, because in most games we saw the history that sometimes it was two running backs that
Oh, yeah.
that scored points on San Francisco. So probably running back 2 if Sermon is not active next week. This coming week he'll be running back 2. So
Yeah, if you
yeah,
guys watched our running back ranking or some of our earlier shows, we did talk about Mitchell. I did tell you guys to roster him.
yeah,
Um,
he did.
Two great running backs they had, rookie running backs. Sermon obviously not getting Kyle Shanahan's love, but he played 64% of the snaps after Mostert went down, 19 for 100 yards and a TD. So definitely look for Mitchell to do good again. Even if Sermon does play, I think he's got
Hmm.
the upper hand or upper leg in the backfield rotation right now. I think he'll get a majority of the snaps and carries, and it's the Niners running back. So
Now
pick him up like,
watch next week. Sermon plays and gets the bulk of the carries.
yeah, But that's why I'm with you. I wouldn't put too much on him. Maybe put, if you're in need of a running back, maybe 20% of your free agent budget. If you're not, maybe 10%.
I was gonna say 20 or 25%.
Yeah, the main thing, if you go RB0, you got to put a lot on him. But if you got running backs, if you don't need to start him, then that's where you go that 10%. And then it could be, Mitchell's job to lose from here on out.
All right.
All right, another running back I love. Not a lot of people are high on him at all. Larry Roundtree the third, rookie
Mm-hmm.
running back out of Mizzou on the Chargers. Um, he's the best pure running back they have. He got this, he's RB2. He got 8 carries, I think, for 27 yards. Not that impressive. We know Eckler's going to go down. He's already had a hammy injury. If he does, Roundtree will step into that running back role. Obviously, like I said, not the receiving running back threat, but excuse me. Love Larry Roundtree the third. We also mentioned him in our show. I didn't think he'd be RB2 right away.
No, I thought it was
Surpassing Justin Jackson and that
Josh
other
Kelly.
scrub they got. Yeah. So Roundtree, like him a lot. He's more of a long season stash. He's not somebody you're going to pick up and start next week, but you don't have to put much on him. He's on nobody's radar, so put $1 on him and get him.
Especially if you have Eckler.
Yeah, oh, for
Um,
sure.
Carlos Hyde is another running back. We kind of thought that we would see Carlos Hyde, but not as much as what we saw him. I think he had 8 carries, or no, my math is wrong, or my stats wrong.
14
Um,
carries, maybe.
yeah, yeah, it was 14 carries, 11 total touches. No, he only had 11 total touches, but he outproduced
Yeah.
James Robinson. Um,
Robinson did play more, 60% of the snaps to like 40.
but you kind of thought that Hyde can back to
Oh, yeah.
his coach, that you'll see him get some love there. And then
Yeah,
another quick thing is just to not we could have mentioned James Robinson, not to worry about him because he
yeah,
gets some PPR usage. But if you're in standard league, I would definitely look at Carlos Hyde for sure.
yep. I agree. Hyde's kind of like a handcuff. If Robinson goes down, he'll be
Hmm.
elevated. It's like RB fringe 2-3.
Yep.
Might as well just go over all these handcuffs I got on my list. I got a lot.
Yep.
Tony Jones Jr. on the Saints. Alvin Kamara's backup. Damian Williams on the Bears. You already saw Montgomery get banged up. He didn't miss time, but
No, he came right back in.
yeah, but still, get Damian Williams, Chuba Hubbard. These are the clear-cut backups for these teams. Chuba Hubbard, Carlos Hyde, you mentioned Cordell Patterson. We mentioned him the other day. Uh,
Yep.
if the Falcons are down, I feel like he's that third down receiving
PPR
running back.
back. Yeah.
Yep. Kenyon Drake, same thing.
He played
PPR
a
back.
lot.
But yeah, he did. He had
He
five
played a
catches, I
lot.
think. So,
He even had
um,
some carries too, so it's not like he's only there for passing downs.
yeah. And then last two, I mean, Latavius Murray and Tyson Williams both look good. Well, Murray, 9 carries, 28 yards, touchdown, but we'll see what they do. If one goes down, expect the other to get the bulk of the carries, but I don't think Le'Veon or Freeman are much. I think they'll probably be cut pretty soon, or they'll just keep them on the practice squad to keep them in case of another injury.
Yeah, practice squad. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
I would say I'm surprised you didn't mention Kenneth Gainwell.
Oh,
Um,
he's coming up. He ain't in the handcuff section.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, go ahead and let me hear what you want to say about Kenneth Gainwell because I wrote him
Yep.
down too.
Love Kenneth Gainwell. He had a great game. He was coming out of the draft, arguably, but the best receiving running back out of all the prospects for Memphis. He had 25 snaps. Sanders had 47. He had
Hmm.
9 for 38 and touchdown running the ball, and then 3 targets on top of that. So we all know Miles Sanders kind of gets hurt a lot. If he goes down, Gainwell automatic RB2. If he doesn't go down, I think Gainwell still holds standalone value in PPR formats, maybe later in the year because that's his first game. He can only go up from there. Oh, we got
Yeah,
Travis.
I was gonna say. Yeah, there you go. Uh, he's gonna work his way into that lineup. That's what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah.
So I agree with that.
25 snaps in his first career game, and he produced. He'll be better.
Oh yeah.
Who you
All
got?
right. Well, that's all the running backs I had. I was gonna touch on wide receivers next. I don't know if you had any more running backs you want to talk about.
Just you go. I'll go through my list. I don't know what I got here. I got a bunch of people all over.
Oh, okay. Well, also really quick. Sorry, Mark Ingram. Um, kind of watch him a little bit. Hear me out. He got the bulk of the carries, so obviously he has a trust of the coach in Baltimore or coach in Houston. Remember, he was also a coach in Baltimore when Mark Ingram was in Baltimore, so he probably has a little trust in him. I mean, I wouldn't put money on him. I mean, if you need a running back and you miss out on all the other running backs we mentioned, I would pick up Mark Andrew as a little flyer. Uh,
Mark
wide
Ingram.
receiver.
Yeah, but real
Yeah, go.
quick on that. What was the score of the game?
They were up. They were up early.
How many times do you think they'll be up early all year? Not
Who
many.
knows? Listen, we didn't think they would destroy Jacksonville. Jacksonville has a better talented roster. They play Jacksonville again. I'll have to look at the schedule, but again, if you're in need of a running back, is what I'm saying. Because also, yeah, think about the running backs on the team. David Johnson's always hurt. Lindsey
I'd
gets hurt.
I'd still pass on Ingram. I'm not wasting my time with him. Again,
Listen,
26 carries. You'd love to see that.
but that's only
Volume wise, it's there, but
he got the volume, he got the touchdown, but the other two running backs did score touchdowns as well. But just saying, the early reports look like he's the lead back. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm not saying put money on him. I'm not saying use your waiver ad on him. I'm saying, but if you miss out on these guys and you need to add a running back, I will add Mark Ingram if he's there.
I'll let somebody
Um,
else waste their money because somebody else will.
yes,
But
I'm saying
yeah,
don't.
don't be
I
that
wouldn't.
guy.
I
But yeah,
wouldn't put a
pick them up
budget
for
on him.
free. Sure, it can't hurt.
That's what I'm saying. If you
Yeah.
if you pick him up for free, all the waiver wires go through. You know, in this Wednesday morning, and all the waiver ads just got added, and Mark Ingram's there. I'll pick him up. Tim Patrick only owned in 2% of the. I fairly mentioned him last year too.
Oh yeah.
Only owned in 2% of the leagues across the board. You saw Judy go down. He has a high ankle sprain. He outplayed KJ Hamler 46 snaps to 24. And obviously he also got the touchdown. We're going to see better quarterback play than we did when we saw last year out of
Teddy Two Gloves,
who was the quarterback? All right, why am I blanking on this guy's
Drew
name?
Lock, or
Yeah,
I
Jeff
don't
Drew
know.
Lock. We're going to see better quarterback play out of Teddy Bridgewater. He he's pretty accurate with the ball. He doesn't take a lot of chances, but he's pretty accurate with the football. So Tim Patrick is a guy I would consider picking up.
And Judy went down, so he's definitely going to get more snaps, more targets for everybody. Sutton,
And
uh,
Sutton doesn't look healthy yet, so
yeah.
we'll see.
Yep, I like him too. Another wideout. He's probably owned a little bit more, but Sterling Shepard, if available on the Giants.
Yeah,
I've been told you we both did. Daniel Jones' favorite target. I think he had 9 or 11 targets, 7 catches, almost 100 yards, and a touchdown.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say I like him more than Galladay, but he'll be more consistent than Galladay. Galladay will have those, up down games. Shepard will be that guy in the offense. Ingram coming back, being healthy does not affect Shepard at all. He's still gonna get his, and he's that slot rideout, which you love.
yep,
So
yep. Slot wide out for sure, or slot
good
receiver. Sorry.
PPR, yeah. In standard leagues, fade him obviously. PPR, going on him if you need a wideout, I would put 25% of your budget on him.
Yeah, he also is rostered in 40% of the league, so
Yeah.
that's why I will put a little more on him because obviously he's obviously a known commodity, but he's definitely still out there in free agent
Yeah.
pools.
15 to 20% if you're not in super need, 25 to 35 if you are in need of a wideout.
Uh, I got a wideout for you, a wideout that I love every year, Kristen Kirk. He's owned in only 14% of the fantasy football leagues. I think Rondell Moore is owned in 35% of the leagues. I want to say. Check my notes really quick. Yes, Rondell Moore is owned in 30% of fantasy football leagues. But Kristen Kirk, you kind of see he still has a nice relationship with Kyler Murray. A lot of people were drafting AJ Green over Kirk. Obviously, drafting Rondell Moore over Kirk. It is still early, but I still like the possibility of him running out of the slot. Rondell Moore's a little smaller guy, so he's going to do a lot more gadgetry too. But you did see Kristen Kirk get a carry as well. So
Yeah, I'm not too fond on him just because they got Hopkins, AJ Green, Kirk, Rondell Moore all got
do
over
not, do
20%
not,
of
do
snaps.
do not mention AJ Green. AJ
He
Green's
played a
not a
lot.
fantasy.
He's on
He's
the
he's on the
he
field.
got an end zone target. Like you just don't know these guys. You can't pick up Kirk and start him confidently.
No,
So
it's all
if
matchup based.
if
But
somebody goes down, Kirk obviously goes up, but they just got too many weapons on that offense. But
yeah, I mean,
Kyler
yeah,
spreads the ball out enough, so it could
yeah. I
work
mean,
out. But
I mean, people obviously roster Rondell Moore only 30% of the time. He's still also out there. Um, he had 5 targets, 4 catches. So I would look at that Rondell Moore too. He's only at rostered 30% of the leagues as well.
yeah,
So
again, you got to look at these rookies. He's already getting 20 snaps in his first career game. That number is gonna, damn it, I did it wrong again. Go
yep.
up.
Well, think about the 20 snaps, 5 targets. So that is, if I'm asking correct, that's 25. Yeah, 25% of the
Yeah,
target share. That's what you like to see. That's what Antonio Brown gets when he's on the field. About 25% of the targets when he's on the field. So that's something to keep in mind.
I see. I like more than Kirk, and you don't have to spend anything on more.
Well, you
Kirk
do. You're gonna have
obviously
to.
did produced week
You're
one,
gonna have to.
but
You have to spend on both of them. George likes
Rondale,
more.
I think $1 or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Versus Kirk, you'll have people will go in on him because he did do so good week one. That's why
Yeah.
you go week by week. You don't go ahead and make a huge move for Kirk because he had 2 touchdowns because he probably won't do that next game or
No, he's not gonna catch two. But Kirk was a valuable option before they got Hopkins as well. Just remember that.
yeah, true.
And they
All
also
right,
went to college together. So
but blanked out. Um, Another rookie wideout I like. All about the rookies. Rondale Moore again. Pick him up, stash him on your bench. Terrence Marshall on the Panthers. Loved him. Over 50% of the snaps, the Panthers run that 3 wideout set a lot. Joe Brady's offense looked good. Obviously, 19 points versus the Jets. You'd like to see a little bit more, but over 50% of the snaps, 6 targets, 3 catches, 26 yards for Marshall. Guy's a rookie. If Robbie or DJ Moore go down, he elevates tremendously. Even if they don't, he's still, the fourth option in that passing game. But look for him just to improve as he improves, as a player.
oh, for sure. And also he had more targets than Robbie Anderson. So
Yeah, which obviously, again, take it with a grain of salt, but still like to see the 50% snap count, the 6 targets encouraging.
that is true. That is true.
All right, I'll
Uh,
go another rookie wideout. I'm taking over, baby. I like to do that. Elijah Moore. Is it Elijah?
It is Elijah Moore. So you should,
It sounds weird with all these
Elijah
Elijah
Moore.
Mitchell.
Elijah Moore only had one catch for -3 yards.
-4. Yeah, but 4 targets
Sorry.
you like to see. He had a drop in the end zone, I think. He is their wide
Yep.
receiver too. I think eventually you'll see him surpass Corey Davis,
I
but
don't think so.
um, again, just you're going off potential. Elijah Moore has the potential to be the better wideout throughout the season.
Elijah Moore is a good prospect. I think Corey Davis kind of got lost on the Titans, so it's good to see
Yeah,
him go to a team and be the main guy. And Wilson and him have a good
yeah.
good thing going right now. But I do agree with Elijah Moore. I have Elijah Moore in a couple of my leagues. He kind of burned me in my daily fantasy. I was between him and Rondell. I was like, all right, give me Elijah. He should get more targets because not a lot of other options on the Jets. But I would like Elijah. How about
They'll
Van
throw it a
Jefferson?
lot too. The Jets will be throwing a lot. They'll
Bring
be
me
down a
down.
lot. So
Yeah.
again, these are more potential ads. They're not players that you're gonna pick up start next week.
Yep.
That's I don't see many players that you're gonna pick up this week and start next week outside of
Yeah.
people we already mentioned. So most of my guys that I'm saying are long term players, which is
Yeah. Oh
what
yeah.
you use week one to see who's the backup, who's getting playing time, who do the coaching staff like. So all right, Van Jefferson, go ahead.
Thank you. You go on this tangent. So I told you guys earlier in the shows that Van Jefferson will be used as a deep threat wide receiver. He got more snaps than Deshaun Jackson, which we love to see. Love to see the young guy get on the field and make a play after the catch. Stafford kind of underthrew the football. He caught the ball, fell on the ground. No one touched him. Ran to the end zone. You like to see that. You're going to see a lot of deep vertical passes in this Rams passing attack. So Sean McVay, it's going to be a lot. It's different than what you just saw with Jared Goff. Check down city. He's throwing the ball deep most of the plays. And then talk about another deep receiver before you take over again. KJ Hamler. Obviously, with the injury to Jerry Jeudy, don't know how long he's going to be down for. So I would take a look at KJ Hamler as well, slot receiver. Um, Again, like we said, Sutton's still not 100% healthy, so maybe Hamler can show his talent. He dropped a touchdown pass too, I believe, or it would have been a touchdown pass. So
Yeah, and he's a speedy wideout for them. Again, you pick him up and see what he does. Keep him on your bench. If he sucks 2 weeks in a row, you cut him.
yeah, just stash him again. I wouldn't, he's only on 2% of them. Same thing with Tim Patrick and Van Jefferson only on two
You don't
percent of
have to.
leagues
Yeah,
too. You don't have to spend a lot
you
of money
should
on
be
these
able to
guys. It's just
$1 or just pick him up.
yep,
Yeah, but I like Van Jefferson too. Good young wideout. A lot of potential there for multiple fantasy relevant players in that offense.
yep.
All right, your boy Gabriel Davis on the Bills. They had four wideouts who played over 50% of the snaps. He caught 2 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown. If one of those wideouts goes down, he elevates tremendously. If they don't, he still got value
Mm-hmm.
as a sneaky kind of plug and play wideout. He's not going to be consistent. He'll have some ups and some downs. Aaron's over here playing PlayStation, it sounds like, but
No, it turned on because it was downloading
okay.
something.
But yeah, Gabriel Davis, you've been harping on him all preseason, but it's a free agent ad. Don't spend a lot of money on him. Put $1 on him,
Mm-hmm.
or just pick him up. But like
Yeah,
Gabriel Davis,
yeah. I'm still high on Gabriel Davis, even after Beasley getting an insane amount of targets.
yeah.
Uh, you got anybody? Zach Pascal, 1% of the leagues. He seems to have a good relationship with Wentz, but Wentz look terrible. Um, I guess I'll pick him up until we see anything different out of T.Y. Hilton this year or Paris Campbell. So right now it seems to be Pittman and Pascal being the main two receivers on that team. And
Look out for
obviously, besides the running back. So
look out for Mike Strachan, the rookie wideout they drafted. He had 18 snaps. I think he got a catch, but look out for him later in the year to take over, maybe be that third wideout for them once Ty comes back and Pittman's in.
and then Jawan Johnson. Obviously, we only saw the Saints pass the ball 20 times. I don't think we'll see them only pass the ball 20 times again. Just game flow kind of dictated that as they destroyed Georgia's Packers. So he was on the field a decent amount of times as well, and seems to be the red zone target for them. He's a big receiver or big tight end. He has wide receiver skills, so him and Troutman kind of be that. They'd be out there a lot in some two tight end sets. We saw a lot of two tight end sets from the Saints this week.
Traquan Smith was out for them, so I don't know how I feel about him.
Well, I'm saying
But
just for red zone play.
yeah,
He's extremely touchdown dependent. It's like a tight end streamer. You put him on your
another
bench.
problem for him, I think he only has wide receiver eligibility in most of the fantasy sites.
ESPN has a wide receiver tight end, and I think Yahoo has a wide receiver tight end.
Oh, really? Okay. There we go.
Um,
Stand corrected.
yeah, I think I'm pretty sure he has both in those leagues. So yeah, kind of watch out for that. You're gonna see a lot of changing with the guard this year because of the Taysom Hill controversy last year. So
All right, two real quick. I'm gonna just touch base on these two streamer defenses
hmm
that you can go with. The Saints versus the Panthers next week. Dominated Green Bay. Their defense was good last year. People probably forget because they lost early in the playoffs, but
yep.
that they'll get sacks. They'll get after the quarterback. Uh, Panthers are decent, but you still don't. Sam Darnold in Carolina. We'll see how the offensive
hmm
line holds up. But you saw the Saints just dominate the Packers. Kind of expect similar production versus the Panthers. Also, speaking of Green Bay, pick up Packers defense versus the Lions. You saw the Lions go off, score what, like 33 points, but
Yeah.
you're going to see a different Packers team. They'll be focused, they'll be ready, and I think they'll dominate the Lions.
Yeah, I
They
think the spread for
better.
that. I think that spread for that game opened at 9 or 8.5, and it's already up to like 11.5. So,
Yeah. So those are just a couple streamer defenses. I still got five more guys I want to touch base on. Aaron, do you have any more?
sure. Let me touch on two quarterbacks, and I'll let you go. First quarterback will be Teddy Two Gloves. Like the way he played. We talked about him last year. This is a strictly streamer. Your main guy's out. You don't have to. You don't have to worry about Teddy Bridgewater turning the ball over too much. Touchdowns will be light for him, but he'll put up a decent stats. He won't lose you fantasy by turning the football over. And Jameis Winston, I would pick him up. Both of these guys are Jameis is rostered in 44%, and then Teddy Bridgewater I think is rostered in 39% of the leagues. But Jameis Winston obviously 5 touchdowns on 20 passes. You won't see 20 passes out of the Saints again. Remember, this is a guy who threw football for 5,000 yards 1 year in Tampa Bay, especially when Michael Thomas comes back. If and when he comes back, you'll probably see a pretty good offense. And Sean Payton's an innovative play call enough to bring along Jameis Winston and help him get back to where we saw him as being the first. Remember, he was a number one overall pick, so he has the talent.
Yeah, I thought we'd see more Taysom Hill quarterback, but thank God we didn't. Could be game flow, but yeah, I like Jameis a lot too.
Yeah, they can't bring in Taysom Hill after week one. Like he showed out, and the Packers defense is not bad. Also, that was a weird game.
Weren't prepared. But all right, two tight end targets: Cole Kmet, Tyler Higbee. You saw Cole Kmet go out 7 targets, got 5 for 42. I don't think it matters who's the quarterback there. I think Kmet will be a solid, not focal point, but a solid, just productive player in that offense. So if you're
hmm
in need of a tight end, Cole Kmet should be available. Tyler Higbee probably not as available. 5 catches, 68 yards with 6 targets. So I like Higbee. Everett's gone, so Higbee's the man there. I think he got all the snaps at tight end. So just two good tight ends that you can pick up potentially if you're in need of help there.
Yep.
All right, now I won't say this often, but three players on the Patriots that nobody was probably high on. Uh,
hmm
Mac Jones threw it 39 times. You saw Jacoby Myers, 6 catches for 44 yards on 9 targets. Nelson Aguilar, the big play threat, 5 for 72 and a touchdown on 7 targets. And then James White, you finally saw him back after taking last year off. 6 catches, 49 yards, and 7 targets. So you like the target volume there. I think the Patriots will be throwing a lot. Not, 39 is a decent amount. You don't see them throwing that much without Tom Brady, but
Yeah.
expect them to be throwing a decent amount. And if they do, I think all three of those guys could be pretty productive, consistent players in PPR formats.
Yeah, I didn't write Mac Jones down for some reason. I don't know why, but he looked confident. Like I said in preseason that he looked confident. It looks like the Patriots trust him too, because they let him throw the ball 39 times. And I do like James White this year because Cam Newton was a little different of a QB, obviously, than Mac Jones. Mac Jones is not going to take chances, and he's very accurate with the football. And he knows he's smart enough to know when to check down. So you saw James White in the field, catching some balls, and it wasn't like they were down either. So game flow
No.
didn't dictate that he should be in the game more, but he was definitely in the game and look back to his old self.
Again, yeah, you got McDaniel still there. You get more of that offense you ran with Tom Brady,
hmm
more than more traditional quarterback versus Cam Newton. who you had to
Yep.
change the whole playbook for. So
Oh yeah.
look out for the tight ends there. People are high on the tight ends. Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith. They both didn't do bad, but
So yeah, it was week one. It was good to see that they're out there a lot. Janu Smith.
yeah,
Early reports kind of showed that Hunter Henry would be the main passing guy for Mac Jones, but it looked like Janu Smith was lining up at receiver sometimes. We saw him do that in Tennessee. I didn't see him line up in the backfield like he did in Tennessee, but you know I think both tight ends could be good, but obviously they're both rostered pretty highly as well. So, I'm surprised you didn't mention any receivers on that team. So you want to wait and see on those guys?
the Patriots.
Yeah.
I did. Jacoby Myers and
Oh,
Nelson Aguilar.
you said that. Okay,
Were you
sorry.
listening? I
No, I
just said it.
blanked. No, I blanked. I
Hey,
blanked
I'm a
out.
failure. All good, all good. But all right.
You
So
blanked out
again,
too. I thought you froze for a second.
I know I switched it up on you. Pulled a little switcheroo
You
here.
did. I was like, what? I'm like, whoa, what the?
Messing around with these things like boop boop beep. All
Yeah.
right. I think that just about does it. Thank
Hmm.
you all for listening. Again, we're gonna post some of our sleepers or not sleepers waiver pickups on Instagram and Facebook. Not all of them though. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out, y'all. Be sure to message us, follow us, ask us for lineup advice, trade advice, everything. We're here for you guys. Much love. Thanks for the support. Bright and early on this Tuesday morning. Expect the show every week, either Monday night or Tuesday morning. We
Yep.
love you guys. Peace.
Peace. All right. Yep. Good show. Good show. Yeah.
All
Hopefully,
right.
hopefully we can. I'll be home for a little bit today, so hopefully this lets me download it in an hour,
All
and then
right.
I'll be able to edit and post it. Um. So
Yeah, it
yeah,
went
I'm
a
about
little longer than expected, but
to, 35
yeah,
minutes because I think
I
we
think
started at about 9, so 37 minutes. Not terrible. That's
next
doable.
time we'll maybe get rid of the Monday night and Sunday night recap.
I think
We could
we went
either do
over
like a separate like 5-10 minute show on that. I don't know. I just like giving more quick content shows
with 30.
versus the
I think 30 minutes. I think it's under 40, so
yeah.
I think that's good. I think it's
It's
about
still like
37
there's
minutes.
I guess there's like different like you could either go like 10, 15, 20 minute range and you got the 30 to 40 range and you got the long range. It's like a show for
Yeah,
like this waiver.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if we want to do a 15-minute show, it'd be kind of hard, I would think, because there's a lot of,
Yeah.
especially week one. Week one is a lot of overreaction.
Yeah.
So,
True.
um,
I mean I think it was good too. Like we had good content. It's not like we just filled the air, but
yeah.
I don't
So
know.
I'm looking at other podcast platforms right now. So
Yeah,
I've been looking for a minute because Podbean was cool at first, and then they kind of made me angry a couple times.
it's trash. Yeah, like how do you just?
It's one of the best ones to use, but
I mean, it's free, but like,
there's another one called Buzzsprout. It does similar stuff, but Podbean was kind of like an older platform. So
yeah.
all right, well, all good, all good.
All right, good shit.
You,
End
you
stream. Well, not yet, but
oh yeah, you can end the
thanks for
stream. We should still be in chat room.
thanks for listening, y'all.